you're talking about the impact of your business, right? And that's got to be a scary question. The idea that a lot of, I mean, I think all business to be successful has an impact. If it didn't have an impact, it wouldn't be successful. But most people, my experience is that they don't really know it. They don't really think about the community, spiritual, environmental, all the various impacts a company can have, job creation. In your case, employing folks that a lot of people consider to be unemployable. So talk about that one just a little bit, and then we'll come back and I want to dig into question number 5. I think is the one I wanted to dig into. I think I stopped you on, but
Impact of your business. I think Faith Driven Entrepreneur says every business has an impact. What's yours? A way we ask the question in the conversations is, so let's go ahead and close your business down in 90 days. Why would that be bad? Who would be affected?
hmm
What are the consequences with your employees, with your customers, with your community, with your vendors, with your family? What about your grandchildren? How's it going to affect your grandchildren? You go ahead and close this business. You'll realize that your business has an immense impact. And if you recognize the real valuable impact, like for us, it was that we were hiring people that nobody else would hire.
hmm
You can concentrate your resources to grow that impact.
I've heard Patrick Lencioni, for example, say, how's the world better because your company exists? I've used questions that have really raised some eyebrows. I said, well, if your company goes away tomorrow, will anyone notice? If they do notice, will they care? If they do care, what will they say? And it's just same thing you were just asking, just understanding the life. So a little bit of the It's a Wonderful Life George Bailey thing. You have no idea how much impact your life, your business has if you don't stop, think about it. And really, I think ask the Lord to show you.
That's a great.
You're not, people say, well, I don't want to do that because I will get proud. I don't think we have to worry about that. The Lord is a master at taking care of our pride. I think it's one of those things where he wants us to see the difference he's making through us because he gets the glory anyway.
Mike, one of the things that we've learned is our ideal client is someone who recognizes the impact they have in their business and want to continue it. Secondly, they want to continue. They want to be elevated where they flourish and be active and involved. They're not ready to hang up their spurs. They do have to recognize in time what their ideal role is. So let's see, in step 6, part of it is you hand off the baton in the runner's box and you get out of the way and stay in your lane. So,
Yeah.
but that really is the sweet spot of who we work with. And their elevated role may come within that business or it may come in a different way. We saw in Central Asia and with the companies I work with today that in business as mission, they often can't quote scripture or pray. So it's the way that they are treating, it's the way they're
Yeah.
doing business. They're doing business in an excellent fashion and they're loving their people. They're taking care of their customers. They're taking care of their employees. They're engaged in appropriate ways in their lives and they're honorable in their dealings.
One of my favorite BAM stories in my entire experience is the story of a motorcycle repair guy in Indonesia. And his name is Usman, and there's enough Usmans in Indonesia. I don't have to worry about security. But he he went through our training, and he was going to start a business. And one of the things we would always ask him is, what's your kingdom impact going to be? And his answer was, he said, I'm one of the very few Christians in my city, my small city, and I want to do such good work that people will know I'm a follower of Jesus without me having to say anything. And we thought, well, that's beautiful. That's great. Well, little did we know what God was going to do. A year later, the local imam, essentially the pastor of the mosque, if you will, right? For those who don't know Islam well, stands up in the mosque and says, "There is only one person in this entire city that I would take my motorcycle to be repaired. It's Usman the Christian." And I thought, holy moly, I mean, right? That's what we're talking about right there.